Guys, how are we doing today? My name is Amp. Nice to meet you guys. So, real quick, Anime Club is coming right up. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. They start at 8 o'clock. But, real quick, let's just go through our sponsors because we got some bills to pay. Our first sponsor is Mouse Merch Box. These guys are awesome. They're the official Disney merchandiser for Disney. And then you pay $70 a month to get $120 to $150 worth of merchandise in every box. And you get these boxes quarterly. It's pretty awesome. You want to check them out. And they do have a coupon code. And since they're not going to be alive until tomorrow, I'll give it to you right now. The Springs Chat 20. It's Springs 20, not Springs Chat or any of that stuff. The keyword is Springs 20, so check that out. Also, the Great Adventure Supply Company is another sponsor of ours. Check them out. They do 80s and 90s themed vintage Disney logos. Okay, so basically they take awesome 80s and 90s like vintage logos, and then they put a little Disney spin on it. Go check them out. Literally, just check out their website. It's Adventure Supply Company. Google it. Check it out on our link right below on the little button, and then the coupon code for them is Magic15. Magic15 for the Great Adventure Supply Company, and then for Mouse Merch Box, hit in that code Springs20. Get your awesome discounts. And then also on Facebook Live, make sure you guys stay tuned. We have Anime Club literally coming up in minutes. You don't want to miss out on these guys. Get a shot of Vance real quick. Yeah, he's excited. I'm excited. Tafari, get a shot of you. You just hit the. There's just a little. Yeah, hey, there you are. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So don't go anywhere. Literally, in a couple minutes, these guys are going to talk to you about Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon. There's a new Pokemon movie coming. That's sick. I'm not stealing their thunder. You guys just tune in soon. Don't go anywhere. Literally about to happen. See you guys.
So just so you know, because we're on the intro screen, audio is still there. There's just no video right now.
That's why make sure you hear.
No, mine's is off. That's why
Okay.
I closed that already.
Maybe mine was on. Yeah, mine was on.
Okay, I wasn't tripping. I was like,
Again, I'm always sick about strength. Towels exist for a reason.
Oh yeah. So do we have like an intro song or anything so that like
We don't today.
yay.
I'm working on one though, and you guys will have one soon.
That's fine. I just want to see if we have like a window so we could just mass hit share before our faces come up.
So, right now, they can hear us, but they see the starting soon screen. So if anybody's watching, hi.
Hello.
So are we live on his page still?
Mm-hmm.
So, I figured it out.
No one's watching.
Yes.
I'm still not that great at Twitch. I got enough to get that clip of him being scarred for life.
I'm proud of you for that.
That was like the best moment ever.
We all were like in Minnesota watching. We're just like, oh, that poor man.
Yeah, he's fine.
I'm so glad. I'm literally so glad that no one's.
Because I was waiting for like hey, look, guess what? It's not actually what it seems to be.
Yep. Because the first couple videos, it was like, oh, we're just gonna play what's it called? We're gonna play what is it? We're gonna just skip like all the important scenes on YouTube. And I'm just like, really, YouTube? Like, this is not the time to be doing this. And I couldn't find like the original.
Didn't search for this for you to block everything out.
Exactly. Like
nobody searches for the clean version of this.
Exactly. But
you know, it is hilarious. My friend tried to force me to watch 50 Shades Darker or whatever one time. And the bootleg we found was literally somebody who uploaded and cut all the sex scenes out.
Bruh.
So I'm in a room full of pissed off females, and I'm just like, they cut all the dirty stuff out. There's actually a great story here. And they cut it off like immediately. And we're like, no, we're going to go find the dirtiest version. I'm like, why we got to be perverts? We go to a Christian campus.
They say, wow. Well, they do say the Christian girls are like the worst.
I actually got in trouble for like a whole 50 Shades promo, but that's a story for another day, kids.
Yeah. What's it called? You know what's funny? I was watching something on bootleg too. The Amazing Spider, the one with Andrew Garfield, Freshfield, that one. I was watching on bootleg on iFunny, and literally like 10 seconds in, a man just stands up and be like, "Yo, this shit sucks," and just walked out. I was like, you know what? This does suck. Why am I watching this? I just turned it
I
right.
got in trouble for it. I still keep the email of like the person who got and snowballed all this crap. And maybe that'll be one for the Amp After Dark day. So,
Wait, what? After dark?
whatever that Triple X chat is. Hold on.
Oh, wait, we can't be a part of that?
Hello.
Because we can bring in like our XXX animes in there. Get over here. If we have to start the show, we can start off with you and we can like Pico you again.
No, not doing that. All right, you guys ready?
I'm ready. If
Ready,
you're
ready.
Oh, Vince,
Okay,
don't
awesome.
recognize that guy. You told me in the text that you wanted to say that you told that guy that,
You watch
So,
some
show?
Shield Night, whatever.
but don't say it unless I tell you he's on. Okay?
I can't link that well, but you know what I was trying to do.
I feel you, dog.
He tries.
It's like a struggle. Just like doing the Rock's eyebrow thing. Like that is just impossible.
The what eyebrow?
The one eyebrow down and the one eyebrow up.
you guys
Are
ready?
we ready, kids?
Ready.
Aye, Captain.
SpongeBob.
Are we officially on?
Are we?
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm alive. Welcome back to Anime Club, people.
Oh, look who decided to come back.
You know what? It was my birthday. Thank you all for the love. Amplified Podcast Channel. I love you all.
Did you ever find that thing that me and Anthony put in your bag?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh God.
I mean, TSA might have, and they just never called me on it, but
Jesus, it might be dead now.
what did you do?
I can't tell you. You got to find it.
All right. Well, apparently we all have name cards under our name. So I'm Tafari, but you all will probably destroy that. So you can call me Toon, T, whatever for short, because you guys will just ruin it like every substitute teacher I've ever had. And here's my co-host, Vance.
Hey, what's going on? Yee!
How you living?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Glad to have you back.
All right. Let's actually, before we get into the stuff for today, I leave for 1 week, and the stuff you two were in here doing.
Well, could you put a little context behind that? That's
Well,
not something.
Let's find audio while we're at it, actually.
Oh.
We're digging through my archives. This is Anime Club. I leave for 1 week, and this whole episode turns into the hentai hour.
Hey, I mean, it's like a little promo for the what is it? The Triple X Start After Dark for on Amplified.
Oh, we have a whole. Do I have a dongle for this? Hold on.
I mean, I have one in the car, but I mean, like,
Wait, I think I came prepared.
is that what they're called? Dongles?
That's what everyone else calls them when I ask. Oh, hey, look.
Dongles.
If you ask anyone, hey, do you have the little Apple thing? The what? The dongle. Oh, yeah, I got one in my car.
I've never
I
heard
don't know
about
what the
it like
official
that.
name for
That
this
sounds
is.
like a sexual
Can they
term.
see my camera?
So they can hear.
Look at this, man.
You must watch.
I don't want to watch this.
That part is it's not a girl.
That's a boy. Oh my god! Oh my
Can they hear it?
What are y'all?
Why would you put him through that?
He's been purified.
Purify. I haven't seen it, so I guess I'm just a heathen. So
Oh well, it's your turn now.
no, I will boycott in the bathroom and just do the show from there.
I
will
mean,
sit on the toilet, Bob's Burger style, and just glue myself to the seat.
I could just show you like all the best parts and just.
Why?
titles
How
like
many
that.
times have you watched it all the way through?
I have not watched it all the way through. I just know exactly the timestamps because I knew when I got purified.
So you wouldn't just found the horrible highlights to scar the man in charge of all of this.
I found the highlights to scar everybody in general.
What if he needs counseling after this?
Sorry, buddy. That's all I have to say to that.
Jesus. We try to keep
What
it
did you
PG.
want me to do?
Anything else?
But it's the perfect way into the anime community. I mean, like,
No.
how else?
Like when you're introing people to shows, there's like you guys went through Goblin Slayer. Yeah, too rapey. Don't start there. That's literally like the epitome of people who think, oh, anime's all tentacle porn. If you started with Goblin Slayer, yes, I'm sorry, people get violated.
I mean,
would you prefer me to show him something like some softcore fan service? Just that's the boring stuff. Like,
Maybe
come
a
on
fight
now.
with Rangiku from Bleach. I don't know.
Nah.
That's fan service enough.
Nah. We don't do that here. We're just gonna just dive in head first.
All right. Well, we got a lot of good news anyway, so we'll just dive into the drama first and get all the bad stuff out of the way since we're already on the topic.
All right, let's do it.
So, Vic Mignogna, I don't know how to say the name. Vic and all his Dragon Ball drama. We're just gonna jump straight into that.
You know, that came out like very weird.
Look,
Why you think about his Dragon Balls, bro?
Pause. There, fixed it. Are you happy now?
There you go.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've been keeping up on Twitter with the whole Kick Vic thing, which is now turned into Vic Kicks Back.
Oh yeah, dude.
It is turned into a real life Broly the Second Coming. People, get your popcorn. He's coming back and taking no prisoners.
Jesus, do we gotta go through Bio Broly again? Because that's not something I'm willing to watch
If
again.
he disappears in jail like Gucci Man and comes out as a clone, maybe.
Gucci's not a clone.
I don't think he is either. But then there's the people who think he's sold out because,
You know, he did something real petty. He made a music video and he just like put a whole bunch of clones in there. That was like the funniest thing to me.
But I mean, that's what happens when you get out of jail, lose a bunch of weight, and all the people you used to do hood rat things with get locked up, and you're like, I can't even leave the house. So let's just make 8 different me's to hang out with.
Hey, I mean, you're not wrong there. So,
We
yeah.
listen to trap music here. Oh yeah. So basically, this whole thing started with a bunch of people realizing, hey, this stuff doesn't seem credible over here. Gotcha. This stuff doesn't seem credible. We should maybe start a hashtag Vic Kicks Back and maybe start a GoFundMe for his legal fees. And as you can see on screen, last night they reached the goal. $103,000 out of $100,000. I don't even think he asked for it. I think he has a lawyer and everything. This is just all out of the goodwill of fans' hearts.
yeah, and then he has his own separate one too, right?
I don't even think he has a separate one. This is like fan started. And so this one was started by fans. And they just found out, oh, Vic's getting lawyers. And the fans are like, we should get legal fees for him, which he said nothing. All his tweets have been peace, love, harmony. People will deal with whatever. They're having a moment over there.
I see that.
You got your goals. Okay.
Aw.
We're getting back into it. So, what was this? Yeah, so the fans have just been seeing him. It's been like, hey, peace, love, harmony. Hey, I don't promote bad things. Hey, if you guys are angry, let's all be friends and, let's all wait for it to be handled in a court of law. Let's be nice about it. No one should do anything bad. No swatting. No fist fights.
Yeah.
Have we confirmed whether or not the swatting was real?
Yeah, there was a couple. There was Sean Schimmel said that whoever did that, they were assholes about that. That was not cool. So that swatting definitely did happen. And then I think the main issue was that people were reporting that there was like, they're gonna go SWAT somewhere else. Like it was just like if they were like threatening, like, oh, we're gonna go SWAT this place now and stuff like that. And
How
that's
does
when
swatting even happen? People just get your IP address and that gives your address and they just call it a bomb threat or what? I've never understood the mental process of I am so upset I'm gonna call in like a fake threat and get your house kicked in. Like
it's probably just like how you normally would just call the cops and be like, yo, someone's doing something like I don't like over here, so go fix that.
I just want to know what the scale is. You have to call and be like, yeah, don't even go knock and ask for paperwork. Just kick in every door, Rainbow Six Siege style.
Well, they had like it probably has to do with like how many people are there, and if they say like the Funimation studios and stuff like that, some more big as that, they're gonna be like, yeah, this is serious. So and if the person's just like a great actor or something like that, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we need to like just go save lives, like just. I almost used one of my F-bombs for today. So, yeah, go ahead.
Are you using it right now?
No, I'm saving it for later.
I'll save mine for when we're done with this. YouTube likes to just take down everything and just rank it off the site. If you're more, I think 30 seconds of the first 10 minutes now.
Yep.
That's a discussion for a different day. But yeah, apparently in response, the voice actors who all been accusing this man came up with their own charity, the CESA, the National Organization of Sisters of Color Enduring Sexual Assault. I can't even read what the E says, but it just seems weird that all of a sudden the fans are like, hey, this doesn't smell right. We should crowdfund just so he has a fair chance in court, which you deserve in the first place. And then all the people who are just like, tweeting this obscene and crazy-ish before, like, hey, let's all be nice and donate to our charity.
Well, remember when we were talking about it on the first episode, we were saying like there's some things, there was like a lot of inconsistencies and there was a lot of things that did not sound right. And especially how you pointed out like, oh, they were all like buddy, they were hanging out. They were just like, you seemed like nothing was wrong. It's just like, where did this come from all of a sudden? And like you said, all the fan allegations were like, okay, yeah, they're done. And then his co-host just like, oh yeah, he's clear with that now, but I'm not gonna let you finish. I'm a Kanye West this moment right now,
Basically.
and be like, yeah, I'm a victim now. And it's just like, what?
All right, and I think, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, Funimation, by the way, thank you for the statue and Dragon Ball Fighters. We'll get into that later. I still haven't finished the game. I need to upgrade my Xbox Life.
I'm not a big fighting like hardcore fighting mechanic guy. No, I suck at those, so I just watch on YouTube.
We're still in the drama. We're just taking a quick sidebar. Yeah, I'm not big on it. They just sent, I won the whole Super Saiyan Showdown thing when they had the voice actors fighting in the game just to promote it. I'm like, all right, this was cool, and they sent me this. Yeah, I think my first official I'm with Vic until proven guilty thing got me like an insta unfollow. I'm not gonna lie, that stung. Funimation, you hurt my feelings. Like, I get it, they have damage control and stuff to do, but I was just like, ow, I'm not allowed to have an opinion?
Yeah.
And what got even crazier is like, if I can find them. Yeah, you had all like the big YouTubers who've hung out with these people and done interviews. And even people like, if you follow Geekdom 101.
I know of Geekdom.
I've recently started following him. He knows his stuff. Even he was like, guys, I don't want to be involved. Please leave me out of it. I've talked to everybody. Let it handle in court. Don't throw me into this.
Exactly.
Then you get people like Forever World who finally come out and like, you know what? I don't hate anybody. I hope you all get along. I've met you all personally. You're great people. He makes a video saying, I got to stand with the guy on his side until
proven guilty.
And immediately blocked by Sean Schimmel. Now, I've heard the voice of Goku can be very, 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 very petty. And I don't want to say it's showing, but this, I don't even know if there's a comparison to this. It kind of hurts to watch your heroes just kind of act up.
I mean, it's a very questionable time in their lifestyle right now. So, what do you expect?
I feel like I think he said it best. Honestly, I don't think they were prepared for this level of fame. Like every other celebrity, like Will Smith gets sued like 1,000 times a month. All these other people deal with, excuse me, they deal with all kinds of drama and whatnot. Like they have a whole legal team that you'll hear about stories maybe years later, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we handled that, like this, that, and the third." Like Chris Brown's whole thing was up in like 3 days. But I don't think they were prepared for this level of, hey, we know you as Goku. Hey, come meet us at this convention. Hey, let's play video games together. Hey, you guys got drama and issues and all this other stuff. I don't think any of them were prepared to deal with that at any point. Like Sean is now 50, I think. So to be this late, to be that you're this old in the game, and all of this starts coming up, and you're like, this was supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. Now look where we're at.
So you got Sean blocking people, you got Monica blocking people and getting memed. Now they just take her tweet of, I wish I grabbed it before the show. You got her tweets of, I will not be harassed. This will be tweet will be screenshot and sent to my lawyer. And they just put it under raging pictures of Bulma from the movie, from the show, from the video games. We shouldn't be laughing. It's a serious matter, but it's funny to watch it play out. I'm sorry if anyone's watching this. Don't hate us. But yeah, for Neverwell gets blocked. And then one of the people, this guy Voltic Enigma, he's like, I stand with Vic, block update. Jamie Marchi, Monica Rial, DC Douglas, default Fortnite dances. So they've just been getting axed left and right.
Jesus.
Now, the funny thing that came out in my digging is that Jamie apparently has her husband is apparently a higher up at Funimation, and they both were apparently, I don't know, I think she plays a character in a different show, but apparently she's involved in the whole investigation.
Okay.
But not from an unbiased standpoint. She had an involvement to where she's supposed to be unbiased. I think her and her husband both had like a say in whether or not he got to stay or go.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he got axed. So then they dug up this old tweet, and part of my French here, Jamie Marchi, I'm sorry. Yes, I want his head. I want his balls. Pause. I want him to feel an ounce of the pain he's caused others, and then effing choke on it. I want you to take his dick out of your ear so you can actually hear reality. But that's just me. So, sheesh, I can't believe this one. This is alleged from one of the voice actors against the voice of Broly, and I thought my little pull up to Anime Expo 2019 rant was wild. She from Zone 6 of Compton, and we don't know about it?
Holy shit, for real, bro.
Yeah, so somebody tweets that, and they're the ones looking into your investigation. I'm throwing all the legal paperwork at you. I want all the legal smoke.
Yeah, because, good God, that's already a battle right there.
I'm snitching.
Well, you know what they say about snitches.
You don't get your job back, apparently. You get kicked off the set. Okay, I mean, the DVD drops. Hopefully, he's still not fired out of Fighters. If I got to hear somebody that isn't Broly doing Broly, I'll be genuinely upset.
But that's just so much work to record all that, man.
I mean,
because you got to look at it this way.
The re-recordings don't get good jobs sometimes. They get botched work. Like, I don't know. Maybe we'll work on getting video clips into Twitch now, but if you get the comparison of Gravity Falls before and after Louis C.K. got in trouble, you hear, okay, Louis C.K. quality. The other guy who had to do his line because Disney was like, hey, record it now or pull the entire thing off of Hulu. It literally sounds like someone recorded in their car doing 60 down I-4.
Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying. Like, if they go and do that, I mean, first off, they're already taking forever with season 2 of Fighters as it is because we only have, Jiren and Videl. So now we still got to wait for Gogeta and the new Broly coming out. And then we still have 2 unannounced characters. Yeah, there's supposed to be 6. So there's 2 more characters that's not revealed yet. So you got to mean to tell me that we got to redo all that voice work. And we still got to wait for those 2 characters too. So this voice work is pushing us back. And not to mention, if I'm still correct here, the same company that's working on Fighters is still working on Xenoverse 2. So it's like, okay, well now I gotta wait because I'm an active player on Xenoverse. I'll drop my gamer tag later on. But what's it called?
Throw hands, he says.
I mean, I'm just gonna do parallel quests with you. I don't throw the hands.
That's fair. I appreciate games that'll let you hey, let's all go together on the fight. I don't like doing 1v1s.
Yeah, because PlayStation modders they're not that fun.
I'm gonna talk about modders. I had to give up Smash Brothers Brawl on the Wii after a week.
Seriously?
Because you know how many people from Japan hack and play as Giga Bowser the whole match?
I did not know that.
And I'm ready to throw my nunchuck like an actual nunchuck.
That sounds lit. I'm not even gonna lie. Not to mention, but back to that. What's it called? We still have to wait for Xenoverse DLC 9 and 10. So if you mean to tell me, they gotta fix the voice actor, then they gotta go ahead and go back on the other production and stuff like that. I'm looking at this is gonna take forever, bro.
All right, I think we've had enough of that. We'll keep you here as the story develops. Also, just because I'm gonna use my F-bomb now, because apparently I was blocked last time I said it. So just making sure nothing's on me, right? There's no blocks. All right, so we here at the Amplified Podcast Network have been told to reserve our F-bombs except when extremely necessary. So in this whole Dragon Ball drama, and you can keep this of both of us. You don't have to zoom in on this camera. So in this whole thing, I'm just gonna have to stand up.
Okay, let me watch out, because if I get hit, I'm not gonna be happy. Oh, shit, now he's extra close.
Can they see me now? Millie Rock for the culture.
In New York, I'm Millie Rock.
We good?
Can you see me?
Yeah. What's in the actual fuck?
Oh, I thought you were gonna hit that shit.
And there's your promo code for next week, people. All right, back into lighter news. So, as of last week, I saw a lot of anniversaries and celebrations. We are officially in 33 years of Dragon Ball. How do we feel?
Great. Still a big fan. One of the greatest animes ever. Don't at me at that.
Honestly, it's paved the way. You wouldn't have Bijou mode Naruto without Super Saiyan Goku. You wouldn't have One for All 1,000,000% without Super Saiyan or any of that stuff. Honestly, you can't say Dragon Ball hasn't had an impact on the culture.
It definitely has, so I'm not going to say that.
So, some of your favorite moments? Z, original Ball, Super?
Favorite moments? Jesus, there's so many. Obviously, biggest moment, Goku turns Super Saiyan. Vegeta turns Super Saiyan and destroys Android 19. Vegeta gets his arm fucked. So, I just used it. Oh, well, fine. It was an appropriate moment. Vegeta gets his arm fucked by Android 18, That was the best punt kick I've seen in my life. that she squared up. She's like, "You gonna get this work today?" And he's just like, "Fuck!" Like, and she kicked him in the fucking left arm. Like, oh my, like,
It's the
shit.
same arm the whole series, right? They
The
keep getting
same exact arm.
like
Like,
there's like a meme going around of a screenshot of him holding his
Vegeta
arm in like
holding it
every
out.
series.
18 fucked that arm up every time, and it's just like, God damn that bitch.
Yeah. I think Team 4-Star did a good job with that.
Oh,
when they recapped it, because they called, he's like, he just kept antagonizing her. And then he calls her the C word, and she's like, okay, now I'm going to hurt you. He's like, you robotic. Eh. And everyone else is like, yeah, you got to have it come. We're not even going to
Oh
help him.
yeah, no, but that pause, it's just like,
Yeah, he
did
has
you
it.
say that? And
Yeah.
she's like, ah.
The thing is, though, you're not demoralizing it is, though. I think Piccolo said it best. Not only does you have like this prideful thing of being an elite warrior and then getting your planet blown up by the person who technically raised you, then you get beat on publicly by a female.
Why they do Vegeta like this? Like, Vegeta deserves so much more.
I don't know. Chris Sabat has fun. I think he's even done
I've
like.
seen a video or two where he's like, he watches it and he like finds it funny and he likes the work that they're doing.
I saw that. I just saw a video where he was like, "How do you think about Team 4-Star?" He's like, I like what they're doing. I like the comedy, but it's kind of hard when someone takes something you like and then they make a mockery of it and they're poking jokes and holes and everything. And then, you tell them to stop over and over and over. And then you just keep doing it. And then the whole crowd is kind of like, but they do this because they like you. Like, Team 4-Star filled like a Dragon Ball filled gap in everyone's heart until we got.
Well, it's probably the higher ups forcing him to say that. He
You
probably
think
can't
so?
yeah, because
Because when they had Kamehameha Khan and they had the Ocean Dub Goku from the
we don't talk about Ocean Dub Goku.
Okay, Ocean Dub Vegeta was great though. He lives on.
Yeah,
in all
he's
of our
great.
hearts.
He's the Vegeta. Like he was so good. Funimation brought him on for the Dragon Ball Super.
That's the part I
thing.
love about the English dub for Super. The fact that they're actually involved with fans and just like, hey, you know what would be good fan service? Vegeta versus Vegeta, and they actually brought him in to play the clone.
Yeah.
On a so they found a way to even make the fillers entertaining, which most people don't do. Because if I got to see Luffy being a policeman on one more episode of One Piece, I'm just gonna give up again.
Luffy being a policeman.
Like, if you ever watch Bleach or One Piece, they have these fillers where it's not like, hey, sidebar to the actual main story. Bleach will do, like, kind of what Disney does with their movies. They take old wives' tales like Arabian Night and then incorporate it into the Bleach characters. Ichigo will be, like, Aladdin, or he'll be Peter Pan in this story. And then we go back to, oh, right, you were in this bloody fight with Grimmjow and somebody lost a foot.
See, this is why we don't watch fillers. And if you haven't watched our last episode, you can figure out what fillers are.
See, when I was younger, I didn't know what fillers were. Like, Dragon Ball even made
No
the fillers
one knew.
entertaining. Like, now that we're old, oh, yeah, fillers are trash. Shut up. You were watching on Toonami just like us.
Yeah, like I don't think I figured out till I was like 19 or 20. Like when I really like dove into the anime community, and I was just like, so that's why nothing was moving forward. Like this is why
Like,
I
the
know all
episode
this
with them
stuff.
driving cars, hilarious. Like, Gohan meeting Mercenary Tao, hilarious.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll give it to him. Like sometimes it's like, okay, cool. Like now I know what would happen if this person met this person, but it's just like, don't do that. Like, I want to see someone get worked. Like I don't need to see all this.
I
Not today.
gotta say though, so far my favorite moment out of everything before was Vegeta's sacrifice, but it has to be I think Japanese dubbed Trunks when he finally just like, screw it, I don't care about power levels anymore, and he just charges. He goes rage form for the first time and just starts marching up to Black and Zamasu pissed off. And it's just like, if no one here is gonna kill you, I will do it myself. And then he just goes ballistic for like the next 15 minutes of the next episode. Like, I was in night class. Like, anyone who had me on Snapchat in college, you could see me. It says, what is it? Night classes are for Super. And it's just me in the front row while we're learning about business management. And I'm watching Fuse Zamasu versus Super Saiyan Blue Vegito.
So
I got an A in the class, by the way, so.
Hey, anime helps.
Exactly.
So two things that you just reminded me of. So about Vegeta's final explosion. What is it? Blah, 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 blah. So like you were saying, like the Japanese dub, the what's it called version of Vegeta doing that explosion, great work. Another like known fact, like if you really want to hear like the best like English dub version of that, the voice of Vegeta, he's done Vegeta like for countless years and obviously throughout the video game. So in Budokai 3, infinite world and everything like that. Like once you do like the Majin Vegeta like final explosion sequence, his like emotion and his like his acting was just so spot on. He's just like, I'm going to blow you into oblivion. Like you feel that in your spine. I'm just like, bro, this is the work that we need. Like that's just perfect. Like Vegeta, what's it called? Chris Sabat. He's just, oh my god.
Chris Sabat, Brian Drummond both bring their A game to the table.
Yes, and then the other thing that you reminded me of is the Fusamasu and Trunks thing.
Yeah.
So I just had a flashback to Team 4-Star. Like they made like a little like joke clip about Trunks getting like his Sword of Hope, like the little power up.
Right.
And they made fun of G Gundam. And if anybody knows G Gundam, you know I forgot the main character's name.
There's so many reboots of that show I can't even keep up. But
Yeah.
I know the man what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's his whole burning finger speech. They redid that for Trunks and Zamasu. That was like the
So
best
that was
thing
that
ever.
was a Gundam nod?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
that was a Gundam nod. Like you have, well, first off, go watch G Gundam because that was just like one of the best things to me personally. That's my opinion. One of the best like Gundams of its time, like during that time. And I remember like waking up and watching it on Toonami. Like, yeah, this is it.
All right, my whole giant robot fighting thing consisted of, I think, maybe the first two Gundam series, Gundam GT, when they did the whole tiny thing.
Okay.
Big O, which I like that guy. I forget his name. I like his voice where he does Tom from Toonami.
Oh shoot, he does Orochimaru too.
Does he?
Yeah.
That little rat. I thought they literally.
He does Tom. He does
You know what's funny?
Orochimaru.
He's on Logic's albums. Like if you listen, like Logic apparently hit him up and he's like, I want something where like the nerdy people and the people who like hip hop can come together. Look up Young Sinatra 4 and just the intro track. You hear that voice and I'm like, that's Tom. And you literally hear him, yeah, let's get back into that boom bap shit. I'm like,
what?
yo!
That's lit. Oh, I'm checking that out. Yo,
No,
that might be
honestly,
our
that
new.
wasn't my album of the year, but that gets one of my like.
Yo,
that
that's
From
lit.
2018, Young Sinatra 4 stays in rotation.
All right, I'm gonna go look up the Orochimaru's actor's name. You just take over right here.
All right.
Go ahead.
So what were we? Yeah. So anyway, doubling back to Kamehameha Khan, when all three Vegetas, Japanese, Ocean Dub, English Dub, were like, hey, we get to hang out for the first time. You got Ocean Dub Goku, who's like, yeah, not coming to Kamehameha Khan. I keep having problem with this one guy for years. Won't say who. He doesn't like other Gokus. He's blocked me from multiple cons before. So now that I'm seeing the blocking from Sean right now through like YouTubers who have been praising this man for like a decade now, and those tweets before, I'm like, yo, it's all kind of starting to... Steve Blum, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's starting to stack up now that like, is our favorite hero really this petty in real life?
Shenmue's not like that.
I don't want to say he is. I'm just saying there's so much
And
stacking
I'm not
up
just
to
saying
it
that
right
because
now.
he might be watching the show, but he's not like
No,
that.
we love the guy to death.
Of
like
course.
I saw him in Chris Sabat at what does everybody go to here? MegaCon. And the keyword is saw, because when I saw $60 for like an autograph, I'm like, you know what? I know that they're real. Good enough. Also, getting an autograph paid for to me just doesn't feel genuine. Like if I bump into you like a Wawa or something's like, cool, can I get my t-shirt signed? That feels cool. Like
Yeah.
Eddie Griffin signing my comedy albums, godlike. Why my dumbass left the phone on the table and forgot it, and I had to go back to security
Jesus.
and never got the photo, so now I just have the story to tell.
Oh, dude.
That kind of set the bar for me.
That reminds me like that's just like you're saying, like just talking up to them. Like I remember when I went to Florida SuperCon and I met the cast of like Steven Universe. I got to meet Steven himself. I got to meet was it Steven? Yeah, I met Steven. I met Connie. I met all of them. It was just like so much better than just having to like pay for it and just everything. Not saying that I wouldn't pay for their autographs and everything like that, but like
Yeah, you all are definitely worth it. I'm just broke.
yeah, that what he said. So it's just like having that like conversation meant more to me just than being like, all right, can I just have a picture and just leave now? Because like it was just better. And I think I met the actress, the voice. I met Peridot and I met Lapis too. They were like the best.
No Garnet.
Sadly, no Garnet.
Yeah, Estelle. For those you don't know, Estelle is the girl who sings the song "American Boy."
Thank you. Someone else knows that
'Cause
song.
when I heard her voice, I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard "Stronger Than You," I hadn't watched Steven Universe except for like the first 3 episodes, came on rotation in my college radio station. I put it in the automation right there. That song is weird. Like, it almost makes me cry every time I hear it if you start singing along.
Have you not seen the episode?
I've seen that's literally what made me get back in it and binge it all the way to the current episode, which I'm surprised that show's still going because I thought
it's already done.
No, apparently they have another season. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Okay, wait. What was the last? Spoiler alert. We should get that as a tag or like an animation. So guys, work on that. Spoiler alert. We need to have like a big spoiler warning. Thank you.
I saw Battle of Heart and Mind, where they take on White Diamond.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, so you saw like the conclusion of all that. Like they fought White Diamond
and apparently
and everything like that.
the team has said we still have other seasons we're working on, which I'm like, what could possibly be problems after this? But hopefully the show doesn't. This isn't the peak. This is what I'm saying.
Well, I need a Lapis and Peridot fusion, so someone please get on that.
But jumping back into our topic, yeah. So 33 years of Dragon Ball, and you notice there's like parallels between that and other shows. Like if you've noticed, so many other shows have paid homage to, like DBZ, like Connie when she's training is literally wearing Gohan's outfit.
Yeah.
And then if anyone remembers Kids Next Door growing up. When they had the
the Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, when they all were lying about how they lost a pizza. And number 4 with Super Saiyan 3.
The Amazing World of Gumball, when Gumball just turned Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan. He's like,
was like,
if you
what?
get me angry enough, I can go Super Saiyan.
I was like, what? They
He
just
literally
did
went
that.
Super Saiyan 2, yeah. Who else? Billy and Mandy had Chicken Ball Z.
Oh my goodness. They did that. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other shows I can think of right now, but I'm drawing blanks. But there have been great moments. I think one of my most heartfelt ones was which I'm sad that we haven't done this already. Goku getting to meet Grandpa Gohan in heaven at the end of Dragon Ball.
He met him in real life in Dragon Ball. So why?
I'm saying, but as far as like the future, like we've never had Bardock or any of the other Saiyans or any, like the fact that we've never talked about wishing them back or like as many times as everyone's died, no one's been like, "Hey, I met Grandpa when we're up there." Like I just want to see that moment of.
But he's not. Well, maybe now that the new Broly movie came out, Bardock will be canon. So
I mean, he is canon, and I like what they did with his character, as far as this movie, because I never read Minus, but everyone I know who read it hated it.
I haven't read it either, so I'll go check that out.
According to Minus, what happened? So they make Bardock this whole wholesome father. You get to see Saiyans have classes. Not all the women are fighters. Some of them are. Some of them working like a little meadery or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the Saiyans are fighters. Because when they take the guy to go get Broly, he's like, hey, don't look at the moon. You'll become a great ape. Meaning not everyone has a tail, but not everyone's even been under the full moon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get Bardock, who in Minus was literally like, Frieza's going to kill us all, just out of nowhere, and people didn't appreciate that. There was no talking fish man to give him psychic powers in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So you get everyone calling... So you get Bardock clearly some kind of higher class warrior. So you get Frieza calling everyone back, and Bardock's already like, this doesn't feel right. Which lets you know he's been such a military combatant that he's saying basically, this feels like something we would pull when we're trying to wipe somebody out, and now I feel like it's being done on us.
Okay.
So... rather than just the whole I hate Frieza already, let's just go kill him. You kind of get that he has a build up to where I don't trust this. This kind of feels weird. People are complaining it rips off Superman's story where he's like, we're conquerors. I want to save something. I'm going to send my son out. If it's false, I'll come back for him. And my hope is that, I hope that we get an extended scene of him fighting when the DVD drops. Because the fact that they paid homage to it, but we didn't get to see any, that was kind of sad.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, yes, the emotion is there, but I wanted to see him ripping through dozens of people and flaming dudes to a crisp. Like,
that was
that whole charge. I'm going solo into space, and anyone who gets in my way is just getting demolished.
And you're saying that you hope they put that in the Broly DVD?
I hope that there's an extended cut, just like they did with Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, where we get just even if it's 60 seconds, give me 60 seconds of Bardock taking off.
That's a lot in anime time, so.
True. I mean, 5 minutes on Namek was... what, 5 whole episodes?
I mean, jeez, yeah, we don't talk about that.
I had no problem with it. I was young.
No, I mean, I get the concept. Like, it's just like they didn't explain it that well. They're fighting that fast. Like, it's just like they took up.
Yeah,
like,
I realized that like someone I think a couple years ago. Okay, the fights. It's not that the fights are slow. They're literally making us watch them that as they happen. But these are literally happening like that.
Yeah,
All
because
these
it's
fights and kabooms, and the talks are literally blast.
Yeah, because if they did it like
blast.
how they did it with the If they actually did it like how we're expecting to do, like okay, like make it realistic, then we'll be like Hercule and like all like the normal citizens in the Dragon Ball War is just like, where are they at? I can't see them.
Yeah.
So,
So I think they did a good job, and I think once again, nod to TFS. They had the most accurate prediction because they were. I watched a lot of theory videos, and they were like the most spot on because they're like, I'm guaranteeing Broly like causes everything. He's the reason Planet Vegeta gets blown up, and yada yada yada. I guarantee Vegeta sees this kid and is like, no one can be powerful more than my son. Get him out of here. At the same time, I wouldn't doubt if there's an extended scene that comes in the DVD where Frieza, because he's already asking about the Super Saiyan. I wouldn't doubt if there's a scene where he's like, hey, they already gave birth to this freaking monster. What's stopping them from giving birth to a whole generation of that? Call them home. We're getting rid of them now. And then we go to 40 years later where his minions find him. And they were like the only people I knew who got that right.
I think that he already had that. Oh wait, no. Because remember in Resurrection. Jesus Christ. The Frieza movie with the Super Saiyan God that just came out. Beerus was the one that told Frieza.
Yeah, he gave him the
He gave him the order. So it was just Beerus's whim, just like, yo, I'm just gonna.
I really wish we would touch on that more. Honestly, I feel like they're going to address it eventually, but
oh yeah, and when Vegeta finds out, he's gonna whoop his ass, bro. Like that's gonna be his ass for that one.
yeah, because I feel like he still was like there might have been some off camera where it's like, hey, there's no Super Saiyan down there, but they just gave birth to this freak and they shipped him off. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to go ask Beerus because what's stopping like a whole generation of these little freakazoids to be born and just destroying all of existence? Sure, I was going to do it anyway. Bitchin'. Everybody come home. We're going to go have a party.
Bitchin'.
Bang.
There you go. What's it called?
So,
Yeah.
hopes for the future?
Hopes for the future.
Yeah. So, I had another talking point, but I think we're just going to jump into the next thing here.
Go ahead.
So, Pokemon Day was last week.
Woo!
Is anybody still playing Go? Just me? Yay!
Yeah, I play it. I just need more friends. Friends.
Next week, we will get a screenshot of your friend code, and we will just put it up on. Meow. Okay, I caught him this weekend. I finally finished. I finally finished the task research.
I'm still stuck on trying to find a Ditto.
Really? I keep finding the Alola. Does trading count? Yes, no?
No, it does not count. I
Okay.
traded with my sister. It
I'm
does
sorry,
not count.
you're sad. I keep finding the Alolan ones. And you know what the worst part is? Me and Amp, we had this whole food and wine festival, which thank you, Florida, for beaming 80 degrees for like 2 days straight.
And now
the
we're
day
at 60.
after being it's like 60s. So he texted me, he's like, I need you to come help me do this raid. Me and him had to go jump a Buizel. Like a poor little 1-star Buizel. And then our friend shows up 5 minutes later. Are we doing the raid? I'm like, we're done, but if you want to go ahead, like what sucked is there was so many people, so our phones kept lagging out.
Yeah.
So I lost like 2 raid passes that weekend.
Yeah.
Although I went raiding in Minnesota. If you're thinking about going right now, don't. Wait till spring. And by spring, I mean wait until it's confirmed summer. I think I still have frostbite.
Nah. Nah, man. I'm still stuck on that guy. I'm stuck. 2 of my missions to get the legendaries, both of them require me to catch a Ditto, and in the second one requires me to make 3 friends. And I'm just like,
All right, I think the game is rigged. Whatever Pokemon you see the most and it's like, I don't want it, I think that's the Ditto. Because I kept getting Yanmas for like the longest, and I was like, you know what, I'll catch it just because I need the streak for today. First one was a Ditto.
wait. So,
You have to just catch everything.
Yeah.
and sometimes it'll be a Ditto.
Just, yeah.
Like,
What?
Did you not know how Ditto works?
No.
No, Ditto can be any Pokemon. Like, when Ditto first dropped on Pokemon Go, it was Pidgeys and Rattatas.
Yeah.
I caught over 350 combined Pidgeys and Rattatas before I got a Ditto. And I mean, I didn't run out of balls or candies or anything, but I have like 300 plus.
Whoa.
I have 300 plus candies for both Pokemon,
whoa,
and it is
whoa.
upsetting.
Whoa. Pause the VHS and rewind that. Wait, so I gotta be catching everything and I might just find a Ditto?
Yeah.
Bidoof.
What?
Your Lord and Savior might be a Bidoof. I'm sorry to tell you that.
It might. Or a Magikarp.
Hey, I wouldn't even sleep on Magikarp. You need it eventually.
Bro, that would be so wild if you're just like, because just the other day I found a Blastoise. You know how pissed I would be if I would have just caught that and be like, yeah, I got a Blastoise.
I'm sorry.
And
you
it was a
found
Ditto?
A Blastoise?
That has happened to me before, where I'm like, oh, this Pokemon that I need, and it's a Ditto, and I threw my phone.
So you caught like a full on level 3 evolved Squirtle Blastoise just
Yeah.
out. Really?
Oh, Blastoise.
What?
Vaporeon the other
The
day.
most I can catch is like a war turtle or like a.
To be fair, it was the weakest Blastoise you could possibly get.
That is
Yeah,
usually,
like
that is usually the
1200.
catch.
CP, but what's it called? No, but where I go to work, I see like a whole bunch of Harmiyamas. I see Blastoise. I see a lot of like Final Evolution Pokemon over that way.
Catch everything.
That is wild, bro.
Hey, you hatched an egg at least. Let's see what he gets, people. Live birth right here on the Anime Club.
I like it.
Elekid? Oh, perfect.
Okay, that's
I want an Electrifier.
that's not bad.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's 666 CP, so you got to throw it away.
Yeah, no.
Keep it forever and praise it.
It's Satan. I'm trying to tell you.
Hail Satan.
That is so messed up.
Oh, we're hatching another egg.
Wait, I had a 10K. Hold on.
Egg
we might get
hatchers.
3 bursts.
That Pokemon.
Yo, we should start a podcast called Egg Hatchers.
What is it? What did he
I
get?
could have seen it.
What is
Snorra.
Snorunt? Let's see
Snorunt.
if I have anything. I've done some walking today.
I need that Frostlass. That's what I really need.
Okay, I'm on my last bit of research. I have Let's Go Meltan. I'm at 7 out of 9.
We're both still at 6 out of 9. And that's the only
I'm at 2 out of 9.
What upsets me is I did one of the researches, just like regular daily. Right before I got this, I got a shiny Cubone.
Here you go.
Not bad.
Yeah, I just caught the blast. It was.
I got a
literally out in the
shiny
wild.
Cubone right before it gave me, hey, to get a Meltan, catch a Cubone. I'm like, I hate this game. So I was walking up and down the Atlanta airport trying to catch another Cubone, and
my life.
yeah, security was watching me closely. Clearly, they thought I was up to good. No, I was just playing video games.
I've learned that security will watch me and then realize that I'm like throwing a Pokeball and then just completely lose interest.
Hey, anybody on the Twitch chat? I mean, if you guys play Pokemon Go too, like, tell us some of your wild catch.
Actually catch Mew.
It took me like a good 10 minutes because you have to have the air. Basically, if you've played Pokemon Snap, it's that but 10 times harder because I kept overthrowing the ball. Then he goes invisible. You think he's further.
Why didn't you give him a raspberry?
I did,
Oh,
but
it doesn't let you give them berries or
It doesn't?
change no, because it's just a normal Pokeball.
oh yeah, this one's different. You get
wait,
noth-
the mission things you can't do anything.
no, you get nothing. It literally makes you go in. It doesn't
It
wait.
doesn't count against your Pokeball.
Yeah, it doesn't waste any of your ammo. But
Okay.
you're literally just playing
Well, how many does it
catch
give
the
you?
Mew. Oh, you get an infinite amount, but
Oh,
he's probably gonna burst out like.
It took me 5 minutes.
It took me 30 minutes.
Oh no, we're in the middle. We're like on
30 minutes. That's
we're
wild.
on a hill in like Rochester, Minnesota. So I'm walking in and out of people's rooms, like in my friend's apartment, trying to catch. He's like, "Let me guess, Mew." Damn right. So I just keep throwing it. I'm like, "Finally got it." He's like, "Yeah, don't use it in battle. It's worthless." Just like my Deoxys.
I woke up like whatever the last thing I needed to catch was to like complete everything to get Mew, and was half asleep, like spinning in circles in my bedroom for half an hour trying to catch him.
Wow.
I feel like a moron.
Yeah. So I walked around. What is it? So basically, if you go to Rochester, Minnesota, this place, it's like the capital from Hunger Games. It's this place called the Mayo Clinic. It's basically this, if you took all of downtown Orlando and merged all those buildings into one, that's like a tenth of the size of it. My friends work there, 2 of them who actually live down here, and apparently it's like this world-renowned hospital. Every medical major I talk to about it gets offended that I don't know what it is. So they both work there, happen to work in the same department. Almost everyone in the town works for the clinic, in the clinic, or some kind of contract with the clinic. Like, if you go to the McDonald's, everyone there is visiting the clinic or has, like, relatives there. Royalty people come there. Apparently, they get all kinds of gifts they're not allowed to accept.
Yeah.
So the clinic is so big, there's like 1,000 stops. So we're literally just running in and out of this place, doing different Pokestops. But some places you have to go outside to get to the next part of the building. When I tell you just that 5 minutes outside, your fingers are like this. Like, you can't close them. And then it hurts. And it is that disgusting outside in Rochester, Minnesota.
Jesus.
In March. I'm offended at weather right now.
Of course.
So we did like 3 Latias raids. And I'm pissed because the one that killed almost
need to
all
start
my
hanging out with y'all.
Pokemon literally caught him with my last ball. And I was about to throw my phone down a 3rd flight of stairs.
Wow.
My buddy catches it in one go and he gets a shiny.
That's not even right.
I haven't gotten a shiny.
Life is unfair. I got a shiny swine nub.
I didn't do that community day.
No, I didn't either. I just randomly found it. I'm like, oh,
I've gotten 2 shiny Eevees.
I've got a shine. I've got a.
To collect them.
I got a shiny Umbreon and I think a shiny Espeon.
Yo, Umbreon's lit. Let me get that.
I like shiny. If I get another shiny Umbreon, I will give it to you.
I don't want I don't want to wait that long.
I want it now.
I'll give you my Umbreon for that shiny Umbreon.
And then I had the mission. I was trying to save it to get a shiny Magikarp, but they're just non-existent lately, so I had to go ahead and evolve mine. So my Gyarados came out cool, but literally one of our bosses at work has been trying to hunt one.
I'm low key high key upset that I still have to catch like a million Magikarps just for one of them to be a Ditto.
I mean, you would still need them for the Gyarados mission.
Why we gotta play these games? Like this is like a high level catfish.
It basically is. Like our boss, he sent me on a task one day. He's like, I need you to go here and pick this up. I go downstairs. He pulls up in the car. He's like, by the way, we're going to go do this Magikarp raid first. Like me, him, and like 5 other people for one Magikarp, all because somebody wanted to get a shiny.
I've done a Magikarp raid by myself in 30 seconds.
It's that easy, but apparently you get better chances if you join with people.
Yeah. So, but while we're still on this Pokemon wave, Shield and Sword, what you pick?
Well, while we're actually jumping into it, Shield and Sword, we got a new trailer for a Pokemon Day. I might actually pick this one up. It looks like it's,
I'm going to pick this one up. This looks clean. This is everything that we wanted. First off, Pokemon leagues with the stadium watching you.
Really?
Yes. Have you not watched the trailer?
I've watched the trailer.
It's been 20 years. 22 years. And we finally
I didn't know this was a thing that we were asking for.
Who hasn't? Did you not want to sit there and just like be in the Pokemon League and like spectators watching you? Like, dude, that like makes the game. That like makes the show.
I'm one of those people who's like took all the Gen 1, Gen 2 spin-offs and whatnot. Like, farthest I played up was Heart Gold. I played a little bit of Let's Go when I was in Minnesota. My buddy traded me so that I could get the stupid Meltan box, which, Jesus Christ, if you're going to do the Meltan thing, have your pineapple berries stocked because I'm almost out.
Which berries?
The little yellow whatever the pineapples, the orange and silver pineapples, because he did the math.
Oh yeah, Pinap.
You got to keep it open for 30 minutes. You get 17 per box. You can only do the box once every 3 days if you have Let's Go.
Oh God, no, thank you, no, thank you.
Okay, I see the memes. I like the bunny starter, and he's getting the most hate, and I don't like it.
Nah, man, bump him.
You
bruh.
you can
Bump
keep
him.
You can keep the grass
Bump
monkey.
him. The grass monkey's the lit one, bro.
My friends
Look
want-
at that. He's gonna have the firest final evolution out there.
Maybe we should actually
Look
that.
at him.
I feel like he's gonna
Bugs
be.
Bunny rip off head ass.
I will take the bunny. I feel like he got snubbed in the trailer and
Get
got
outta
the
here.
least amount of
Get
time.
outta
He
here.
literally bounces
Get
on and
outta
then
here.
bounces
I need a new
off the
host.
screen.
I need a new host. Anybody watching? I need a new host.
We should probably look up their actual names.
Grookey, Score Bunny, and damn, I feel bad. I don't remember the water type.
See, that's why it's an important. Score bunny is best.
I said Grookey first.
Yeah,
So
and I'm pleading my case for Score bunny.
It's just the water one. Like I'm not nothing against water types because Piplup, Empoleon, Penguins, they're the best things in the world. So I don't have any water type hate. It's just I'm on that grass type team, Team Green. Like that's what it is.
Real quick, sorry to interrupt you guys.
Going.
But you guys brought this up, and someone brought this to my attention at work, and you can bring it up on the screen. So the 3 lead Pokemon are also very similar to the original Powerpuff Girls. And I just texted you guys, so you actually have a picture of it in your text.
Yeah.
But,
I like the
you look at
comparison.
it and the similarities. What do you guys think? And I know this is the first time you've seen it, so I'm getting you guys a little bit off guard with this.
No, this is like the first reaction, best
And
reaction
just
right here.
notice it. Like you can see all the similarities between the Pokemon and the Powerpuff Girls.
Wow.
And not only that, the colors.
Craig McCracken, don't sue. We need this.
So yeah, take a look at it. What do you guys think?
Well, for first things first, this is just like Team Grookey right here. Everybody love Buttercup, so
Yeah,
if we're ripping it, if we're taking things from Buttercup, everybody's gonna like.
Yeah, I think Buttercup was my favorite, but I'm still a Score bunny guy.
Score Bunny's I'm not gonna like
Because
just
you
throw
like
it.
Blossom?
No, I was never even a Blossom fan. Like
Everybody likes Buttercup.
I sympathize more with Bubbles of being a Bubbles in most of my groups growing up and being the one trying to keep everyone together and like
Yeah,
being an emotional kid.
yeah.
But fan favorite, Buttercup. Like,
Exactly.
the episode
and
where
that's
she
why
doesn't want-
Groki's gonna be the fan favorite. And when they do the anime for it, guess what Ash is gonna catch first? The grass type, because he always starts with the grass. Well, except for
I'm not a fan of any of them, to be honest.
Also, we're talking about 2000 to 2006 Powerpuff Girls. The reboot is non-existent in this room.
what are we talking about now?
Exactly. Exactly. There was Powerpuff Girls never twerked on camera for kids. That never happened.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
And this is why we don't talk about that show.
They did.
I'm so glad Tara Strong did
Cartoon
not
Network. What are we doing?
everything wrong.
What are we doing?
If you watch the Steven Universe, Ben 10, and Teen Titans Go crossover, that is like the ultimate nod
Oh.
to 90s kids. A little crossover Nexus thing they did. Literally every second of screen time for that little 15-minute special, you will see a character. You're like, I remember that from Time Warp Trio, the Time Patrol, whatever show from back in the day. Class of 3000, Amazing World of Gumball's in here, Old Generation's in here, Kids Next Door. It's literally, they took the town where all the Cartoon Network characters lived and the little Friday night block studio, merged all of those into one little universe and just made a 15-minute, hey, look at your childhood. But speaking of childhoods, yes, new Pokemon. I'm excited for the first time in a while. Let's Go had me grabbed, but this looks like a whole new setting. It looks. Is it on 3DS or is it on Switch only?
No, it's on Switch, bro. 3DS is dead.
Is it? I've been wondering about that. Is 3DS done?
Yeah, it's done, man. Switch.
Like, I know the Vita's officially dead, even in Japan, but
The what?
exactly.
But they still sell the 3DS.
Yeah, for the.
It's
I'm gonna
Nintendo. They're
not
gonna
say that.
keep taking games that make certain sales and make them classics, and they're still gonna get that $20.
I'll say it
a
like
pop.
this: the 3DS is for the people that's just like, okay, I can't buy the Switch right now, but I do want to Switch later on. So they're still making money off of that to fund things for the Switch.
I think 3DS is doing the same thing they've been doing with Pokemon Go. They don't do a lot of updates, but when they do, it's enough to like, hey, we can still profit off it and not lose.
Pokemon Let's Go is on the 3DS.
Not Let's Go, but I'm saying like
Oh, okay.
when Pokemon Go was quote unquote dead, they were still making at least $2 to $3 million a day
Yeah. Well.
before they introduced Raid.
But that's why they keep the 3DS. Like I said, it's just funding towards that because right now, their main focus right now is going to be the Switch. It's not going to be anything else.
Yeah, and then when a lot of the games are getting ported now from all the GameCube classics are getting ported to
Exactly.
Like I was gonna buy Luigi's Mansion until I saw it was $50 in the 3DS store.
Wow.
Winding down,
So-
we're gonna have to save some of these for next week. But jumping into it, do we want to move into the movies or save some of that for next week?
I mean, we could. Let's just do. So go ahead, jump into the movie, man.
We'll jump into one. We'll jump into one Pokemon movie. So if you remember Pokemon 2000, everyone says Ash's death in what is it? I Choose You Pikachu.
Yeah, they
Where
fucked
he
that
gets
up.
like, did they? I didn't watch it. I just watched the death scene. I'm like, okay, if I was a new Pokemon fan, watching Ash get incinerated like that, like mercilessly, would feel bad. But I'm an adult and I have culture. So watching Ash get slapped by his own Pikachu after getting turned to stone and
after
pretending like I'm not gonna cry, that was heartbreaking.
Yeah, so enlighten me on this a little bit. So they're redoing like the whole movie, like they're
So
reanimating it.
apparently it's I think shot for shot, the whole League thing, that whole movie, but 3D animation. So if you watch like the Ratchet and Clank movie or the Angry Birds movie, similar to that art style, we're going straight up CGI animation.
So the real question is, are they going to put it in theaters again?
Oh, definitely. Like this,
You think so?
They put I Choose You Pikachu in theaters, which I didn't even know about until I saw fan reactions. You have a koala calling you.
No.
I saw fan reactions to Pikachu speaking, and I'm like, that's not the voice I expected.
Yeah, no. See, that's what made it.
And I think
trash.
that's what ruined the moment before Ash getting killed, because people are still feeling awkward about that. And then they're like, oh, by the way, Ash died. So if you look at, I had the screenshot somewhere. It's in the chat. But yeah, if you look at the animation we pulled up for.
Yeah, see, they just had it on the screen. Can we bring that back up? Thank you.
Yeah, so that animation is basically how the whole movie's going to look. And I think they can do it right.
Even with the characters?
the whole movie shot for shot is gonna look like this. And
That's gonna cost a lot of money.
I think they will be able to make it back. You have the whole not even nostalgia,
And
the
when
excitement of all the old and new fans who were hyped about what is it, Sword and Shield, which I didn't know. I thought we were gonna run out of colors. Apparently not.
Well, they stopped colors after a while. They stopped it
We went
with
Sun and Moon. We're
X and Y.
We're doing iPhone status now. It's gonna go letters, colors, gods, all kinds of stuff.
Hey man, like this shit,
Gemini, all kinds of
like for real.
zodiac
Like honestly,
signs.
I got like real hyped when I saw that.
Formerly known as Pokemon.
yeah.
Yeah. So.
So the whole movie's gonna be CGI. People are iffy about it, but I feel like this will bring it. The hype of not Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield will bring in enough hype around this because now people our age will be taking their kids. Everyone's gonna want to go see it. Don't think it'll be as successful as. I feel like it'll be being.
The real question is, when does it come out?
I think sometime 2020, if not this year.
Okay, so definitely it'll come out after Sword and Shield, so it'll have like some momentum. So
Yeah,
now,
that marketing's got to be smart.
So now they have to somehow let the fans know, like newer fans know, like if they're gonna like redo this, like re-edit it, like how they like just re-edit it, just like redoing the whole movie was just new animation. They gotta let the new fans know, like, oh, you're not gonna see like all like the newer Pokemon. Like this is the original movie, just redone. Because if they don't let them know that, then they're gonna have to start throwing in like some of the newer Pokemon, and then they're gonna have to like redo some of that stuff too.
I think even in this little video that I found from GameSpot, they said they're sticking to Gen 1 and 2.
Gen 2 wasn't even in there.
Don Fan or Fanfi,
No,
whatever.
not in Mewtwo Strikes Back. Wait, Mewtwo Strikes Back?
Remember in the intro, he is fighting a Fanfi with Pikachu.
Was he?
Or Don Fan. What, the elephant? I'm blanking on the name.
Fanfi is the first.
It's Don Fan.
Yeah, he's fighting a
Was it?
I think that was our intro to Gen 2, unless you count the
No,
Ho-Oh in
it
the first episode.
That wasn't in the movie, was it?
That was in the opening credits when they are doing the redub of the opening theme song. He is fighting a Don Fan, and then they go to the whole Mewtwo. Which, now that I'm old, it's kind of messed up. They kidnapped Mew and stole his DNA and made a whole lab monster. He just wanted to
Jesus,
be free.
I'm old. I can't remember that.
I feel like I'm the only person who like everyone's like Mewtwo's my favorite, and I'm like, but Mew.
But it was supposed to, wait, he fought a Machop,
He fought all of those.
a Don Fan, apparently. Not saying that you're wrong. I'm just like drawing a huge.
I just remember that opening
because that's when
credits.
he shot the what's it called the solar beam, the Bulbasaur shot.
Yeah, that's when he shot the solar beam.
So wait, why was there only one Gen 2 Pokemon in that whole movie?
I don't. You know what's funny? I was watching.
About Togepi. Togepi's Gen.
Actually, yeah, we had Togepi.
Togepi
I
is
didn't even realize Togepi was just supposed to be this cute thing, and the third evolution is god awful. I wish they would delete it.
That thing wrecks lives, bro.
The little weird parrot. It looks like it ate.
Togekiss, yeah.
Whatever the little not
My
Remoraid.
nigga out here taking lives.
What-
You can't.
It's like a flying.
A fighter jet?
Like
What
Cloud meets Stingray.
what
There you
what
go.
is the Stingray Pokemon that has a Remoraid under its shoulder?
Mantine.
It looks like it ate a Mantine, and I can't unsee that. I cannot unsee that.
It just Kirby'd it. It was
It
just
literally looks like it's Kirby if Kirby didn't spit it out but just absorbed the shape of whatever he ate. It's like when Finn is wearing Jake in Adventure Time. That's what it looks like to
Jake
me.
suit.
And I don't even want to evolve it because it hurts my eyes.
Nah, man. That thing wrecks lives. Like that thing is strong. So you should. Well, first off, evolve your Togetic. Like, bro.
I need candies first, but still.
Don't we all need candy? Anybody that works at Pokemon Go watching this, work us out, please. But all right, I'm gonna just throw this over to you, boss.
What, is this the two top?
Schedule for the whole week.
All right. So schedule for Thursday. Is it TOP or Top Podcast?
Two top.
Tournament of Power.
Oh, the two. I literally thought that was like an in. Okay, the
Jiren
two
got
top
screwed.
podcast, 7 p.m. Thursday, and then we got the Springs Chat, 8 p.m. Is that Monday or is that Dungeon Seekers on Monday?
Monday on Dungeon Seekers.
All right, then we have Dungeon Seekers Monday, 8 p.m. You can
Is
find
it
our whole
wrong to pick up
schedule,
girls?
Amplified Podcast Network.
And then back to you guys.
All right, and then you're back to us, your Wednesday night comedy team.
Hey.
All right, it's on my camera. I should probably look at you guys. Hi. So yes, Anime Club every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Me and this knucklehead yelling at each other about which Pokemon doesn't suck the most.
Score Bunny sucks ass.
I cannot stand you right now.
You can sit down. You're already doing it.
All right, closing remarks.
Groki, Team Groki. That's what we represent.
Score
over here.
Bunny. I have a Switch.
Score Bunny's ass. They're gonna make him a firefighting type. You've seen it so many
I
times.
have no problems with that though. Fire.
We've
type-
seen it so many. Aren't you? Do we not remember Blaziken?
I like Blaziken, and
Okay,
I never
then-
played Gen. I never played Gen 3, but I like Blaziken.
Sceptile and Swampert. I'm just saying they're the MVPs.
Sceptile won me over when they had the whole fight with
Have you seen that Mega Evolution?
the Mega Evolution fight with him and Ash versus the guy. I forget which gym. That was the first thing that got me back into like Pokemon. Was the fight hasn't been like this intense since the
And can
Mewtwo
we-
movie.
And let's talk about my boy Swampert just getting jacked. Like that's what I want to look like when I hit the gym, bruh. Like Swampert.
Goals, but I need a
Goals.
gym membership, and all my friends who let me mooch are out of town currently. Hey man, that +1 at Planet Fitness to sponsor us is great, by the way. But yeah, so we'll keep you updated on the VIX drama. Pokemon is giving us a huge nostalgia boost. Dragon Ball with 30 plus years. Oh, I'm over here. Dragon Ball with 30 plus years of greatness. DVD drops soon. We'll talk about that in a couple weeks as it gets here. Happy to be back. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. Love you all.
Don't forget to check your bag.
Is there a fetus in there? Am I gonna get arrested?
Maybe.
Whatever it is, they set me up. If I end up on Channel 9, whatever, I didn't do it.
All I
He
gotta
did.
say is-
I'm putting it out there now.
All I gotta say is happy birthday.
Thank you all. Jordan Year's gone, officially 24. This has been Anime Club, Amplified Podcast Network. We love you all. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace out. Yee!